Hey yo, what is up guys? Wanted to make a little vlog today with a winter update. Just don't sleep. We got a ton coming for this season, a lot in store, and I'm working hard to make this year even better than the last. That's always my goal. With that being said, I got some updates. First update we're gonna talk about is my Subaru build. I got a new package for my Subaru, so I wanna show you guys that. Let's go check it out. So here we are here. The FedEx guy even guessed himself. He was like, you got some wheels? I said, yup. Got some brand new wheels from VR Wheels. They are GMR Kings. So you guys have it, a little montage of the wheels. So they are, like I was saying, GMR Kings. They are 18 by 10s. They're a little bit wider than my older wheels, and they got a little bit more of aggressive offset. So I'm going for more camber this year, more aggressive. We're ditching the old setup. I ditched the blue. We're going to more of a simple setup this year, but aggressive. Ripped off the blue of the Subaru, went back to the old fishbowl. She's on these XXRs, she's got some winter wheels. Getting the new wheels prepped to go on soon. I'm working hard to make a killer, so stay tuned more for that. Next thing I want to talk about is outside, so let's head on out. Here's what we really got to talk about. So not many of you, I think, know about this car. But when we talk about our For Dom movement, I'll show some pictures here about our little For Dom movement. A lot of people think of Dom, they think of his blue Cabrio. So we'll show that here. So my friend has the blue Cabrio. I have the black Cabrio that was Dominic's actually original Cabrio build. It was, you know, I say original, he had one Cabrio before and they actually lost the title. So then this was like the original one of one first build. And he bought it VR swapped, did a lot of different things to it. It has a Jetta front end. They lug swapped it, so it's 5 lug. Interior swap. This thing's got a lot of stuff. You guys saw the YouTube title. So we've resurrected this thing. It's been a progress of about 4 years or so, just grinding on this thing, getting it back to life. So let's go check over some things. So when we originally got this car, it actually was thought that it was blown up. That's why it sat for so long. When we got it, there was just a lot of maintenance it needed. It had like a crushed oil filter, all spark plugs, coil pack, just everything was starting to foul and just needed a ton of maintenance. The new coil packs, new spark plugs, new radiator. We wired up a new catch can, the battery's in the back, so we had to do a little wiring. The ignition had to be rewired. It's actually a push to start car. So it's actually been wired push to start. I'll start it here for you guys in a second. So we were having an issue. People thought it were blown up. It ended up just having a really serious cooling issue. It was overheating every time it drove. So we had to get a thermostat fixed and got the fans finally running. Shout out to my boy Pete for getting this thing running. It was over at his shop for a couple of weeks getting some love, and he was able to fix that issue. We did so much to this car. Honestly, I can't even think of right off my head. I'm gonna put a list on the screen here. But this thing's had it all. So fuel system's been done too, and with it sitting so long, we took the fuel tank off, emptied it. We did a lot to this thing. So it might not look, you know, from outside the prettiest thing, but she is a rowdy girl. I got a new grill for it. I got new trim. Everything is getting dialed. So like I was saying, this was Dom's original Cabrio build. I dug back on his laptop to some old content of him driving it. Check these old clips out. This is way back in the days of when I remember it. We were in high school. He didn't have a license yet, but he still used to drive this thing around, and it was just smiles per gallon every time we drove it. And the opportunity came up to me to keep it going, and I took it within an instant. And like I was saying, about, you know, it's been about 4 years, a little bit shorter than that. We've been putting a ton of love into this thing. Let's get this old girl started for you guys. So we got key in ignition, all the way on, clutch down, push to start. Only got a little catback exhaust, but she sounds good. I got new trim, I have a new grill, and right here I have some Jeep wheels. So I want to show you guys a picture here of the Cabby when Dom still had it. He used to run a set of these wheels. So my goal is with this car is, at least for the first setup, finish what Dom started. You know, I mentioned Burgers and Bernie's coming up. The weather is looking good, so if you guys can come out, come out. It is looking to be a really good event. These events are really fun, so if you guys, anyone that likes cars, you're gonna like this event. So I hope to see you guys there February 26th at Cecil County Dragway. So you guys have it, a little bit of the Cabby. So if you guys want to see this thing, like I was saying, Burgers and Bernie's, Cecil County Dragway, February 26th. You guys already saw Dom back in the day shredding this thing. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna bring it back for Dom. I'm waiting for my buddy Justin to show up, and we're gonna go take the Cabby out on the road, and then maybe a burnout. Stay tuned, guys. All right, I'm gonna go take the Cabby for a rip, see how she's running, and then we might do some more testing. Old no power steering, push windows. So we got our fans on a switch over here now. Fixed that cooling issue. Got a nice light on it to know when to turn it off. She's ripping pretty good. We'll take her in the driveway and see if she sends it. We just replaced the e-brake. The car didn't have an e-brake, so I'm hoping the e-brake holds. And I don't know if I can get into second gear into burnout, so let's find out. The car's got an LSD diff, so far it's only been one tiring fire. So we're gonna get them both wet and see if we can get both tires going today. Let's do it. Let me get the hose. Looks like we got one tire, two fire, Justin, let's go. It didn't like second gear, it was grinding the clutch, so I just let out. It was all just one to test it. But let me tell you guys want to see this thing blow a set off? February 26th, Cecil County Driveway, Burgers and Bernie's. I'll see you guys there. Smoked out the garage.